Yeah, I'm really, really tired of being treated like I'm the one who's doing something wrong. I mean, I think the other day when I called the police about being stalked is really serious, and it's the kind of thing it's the kind of thing that um, it's really serious that happened. It is. And so I have to say, just I don't know what else to do anymore. I just don't know what else to do. Don't know what else to say. The conglomerate is entirely unreasonable and totally hypocritical. And I happen to I was reading about psychiatry tonight, and I read an article that mentioned this word, which I had heard of it, I think, a very long time ago. And I just thought, wow, this is maybe this is something that I should talk about. And I've said I don't use code unless I say that that's what I'm doing. I definitely try to stay with that. I try to stay with that policy, which is something that I only ever had to think of a policy in the first place because I was continuously just being attacked. I couldn't write anything. I couldn't write a page. I couldn't write a sentence without being attacked by it. So I thought of the code policies as a way to try to write and speak as normally as I could. And I have to say, it's after more than 3 years of all this stuff happening, I am, just one thing after another, and everything just kind of just one abuse after another, just getting kind of worse and worse. I do get frustrated, and I don't really, I get frustrated. I'm real tired of it all, and I really want it to be over. So, I noticed this article because it seemed to be very specific about what it was talking about, and then I read it, and it's actually a good article. So this is another situation in which I guess I'm gonna have to say, all right, I try to stay with my code policies. I don't use code for excerpts, articles, that kind of thing. And this is a good test of that because I'm really very unhappy with the way the conglomerate has treated me, and I know there's a lot of people who keep trying to get me to say that it's okay. It's not okay. It's really not okay. I found this article. I read the article. It's a good article, and that's why I'm talking about this article. All right, and I didn't see this nor would I find it. I don't find. I have to say this too. As far as the entire oral sex thing goes, it's just as offensive to walk up to a woman and say, I would like, make some sort of statement to the effect that you want to have oral sex with her, you want to give it to her, as it is just to walk up to her and say, you want to have regular sex with her, just sex with her, right? I mean, and there's such a stigma, I think, attached to women, that I think people who think about that as if it's something flattering are really, I think what the attitude is that they're most displaying is whoever the victim of their sexual harassment is, their thought toward her is you should just be grateful that somebody wants to do that for you, since because vaginas are so disgusting, and I have to say it's extremely offensive, very, very offensive. I mean, if you don't even know someone and you're saying all this sexual stuff to them, like, right away, it's offensive. It's really offensive, especially and then once they've said stop, you really ought to stop. You really should stop. You should. The level of their conversation at the time, there are people who choose to engage with people whose level of conversations they don't particularly like, or do particularly like. But to any extent whatsoever, if someone says, I don't want you to talk to me like this way anymore, and it has to do with sex, and it's very invasive and it's very personal, and they're saying, I feel harassed by you, I want you to stop, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. There's really truly nothing flattering about the constant discussions of just like female genitalia. There really isn't. I think there's probably a number of people who don't understand that because they are so used to misogyny that they don't understand it, that it's that way. But all you have to do is just also see all the caution cones, the wet floor signs, the way that all of the inappropriate references just are used to sort of to either be lascivious at really inappropriate times, or just to be extremely degrading. It's all very degrading. It really is. So here's this article. I thought it was actually, it's very funny at the end too, which is another reason why I wanted to show this article. yeah, I thought this was really, really funny. That last line I just thought was extremely funny. So, you know.